Hey guys, how's it going? I'm on a roll right now with video making, so I'm just using the energy and I'm just doing it. I am multitasking. I just went to the farmer's market and I wanted to come back, unpack some groceries with you, but talk about a concept. So, um, first things first, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about this concept of you regenerate your body every 7 years. Have you ever heard that saying? um, the idea that your cells are constantly turning over in different parts of your body, and at some point you have a totally new body that's kind of based on your behavior and your eating and everything from the past 7 years. It's actually a little more complicated than that, and I'm not going to dive into like trying to talk about medical stuff because I'm not a doctor and I don't want to talk about things that would be irresponsible. I actually did deep dive on it though, and it's a lot more complex than that. Like certain parts of your body regenerate very quickly, other parts of your body don't really regenerate at all, like your spinal cord. Your skin though regenerates like every month. You're getting a new layer. It's sort of shedding all the time and regenerating, which is great, right? Because what does it get built up with underneath is whatever you're eating during that month. So what's great is that you can actually really see a quick change in your lifestyle change. And we see that all the time with people. You can kind of tell if they're not eating that great, their skin's kind of looking dull, or, and then all of a sudden they start drinking water and having a lot of veggies and they just get brighter, right? Your liver is another one. I was surprised. It regenerates quite quickly. And let's just shout out to your liver because it's working hard for all of us. And it does a lot of amazing things for us. So that's another thing to think about. I'm using it as inspiration for the idea that I'm thinking about what I want my lifestyle and just general being to be like when I'm 60 years old. And I'm 51 right now. And I want to think about the long game now. Do you know what I mean? I want to think about what kind of foods I'm eating, how much sleep I'm getting, not so that I feel good next week, but so that theoretically, when I'm 60 years old, I have regenerated a lot of cells in my body and I am, healthier. I want to become actually healthier. I don't believe that I have to deteriorate. I know that the cell renewal does stop working as well as you get older. So it's not like we can all just like age backwards if we eat well enough. It doesn't really work that way. But I'm also rejecting the idea that I have to just do this steady decline, right? There's a potential for me to actually help myself and feel better and regenerate my tissue, which is crazy. We're going to pause for a second because we're going to unpack some of the stuff. Okay, look at this. It's cut across, but it's Japanese milk bread. And I got it. It's like this fresh, it was made this morning, sourdough that I bought at the farmer's market. And it was like 10 bucks, but it's local and amazing. I personally am trying to be about 97% gluten-free. I have an autoimmune disease called Hashimoto's, which affects my thyroid. And I really started to notice in the last couple of years that gluten was creating a lot of inflammation in my body, and it was coming out in a lot of joint pain. It was affecting me at work, like making it difficult for me to type, actually. Like it was quite noticeable, where I'd have a gluten heavy kind of day. And then the next day I'd be creaking around like an, 80-year-old. So I have largely avoided gluten, but once in a while, I let myself have a piece of this, you guys. Wait, we're gonna take it out. I'm gonna show you. This is like really good coffee or really good chocolate for me, like really good bread. It's just like, it's like spongy fresh. Oh my God, and it's crusty and oh. But I'm gonna pay for it later and it was worth it. Okay, so that is thing one that I bought. I'm stoked on this grocery haul. Let's talk about, all right, I got grapes. They're from Peru. Nothing exciting there. I'm obsessed with these. These are these Chinese carrots. There's a green stuck to it, and I don't want to know about like what they do to grow this perfect a carrot. It feels like a little lab grown, and probably there's things I don't want to know about. But the cool thing about these is they're like so fat that you can slice them sideways, and they're like these big rounds. I'm gonna cut one right now. Hang on. I have the power as I speak to you. I'm gonna cut it. Did I wash it? No, that's okay. That will not kill us. So you can like cut this round of carrot. That's how fat that is. And it's like a chip. You can put things on it. Okay, I'm obsessed with those. Other things I bought. Wait. I'm gonna choke out this carrot. It's just a local place, Farmer Ben's. They have really good farm fresh eggs. This flat is, I think it's like 30 eggs and it's 16 bucks. And we go through a lot of eggs. My husband eats them all the time. What else did I get? This is the wrong time of year to buy cukes, but actually this is a bit dorky, but my dog loves cucumber and he gets really excited when I buy them. So I bought some for my dog because he's old and he deserves it. Really beautiful vine ripened tomatoes, lots and lots of apples, locally grown sunflower sprouts. And you know, the sprout is incredible because it's got so much nutrition just condensed in there. Throw these on salads, whatever. This farm, this is their like level B. These are a level B or level 2, number 2 Jonah Gold. So these aren't their best apples. These are the ones that might have a little like, you know, scrape in them or a divot or whatever. And I got this entire bag for $4.50, which is insane. Almost done. What else did I get? I got a sausage roll for my husband because he's working right now. Garlic, onions, and more apples. Okay. Back to what I was talking about. I'm excited by the idea of regeneration and cellular health, like health on a cellular level that's based on what you're eating. I know that as a Western society, we tend to be like, blueberries are good for you. So now you can buy this blueberry powder that will give you all the nutrients in blueberries. Or, you know, you're supposed to have leafy greens. They're good for so many reasons. Let's have some greens powder, right? Like we like to distill things down to their laboratory components and then buy them in a pill. And if that's what you're doing, I'm not crapping all over it, okay? Because convenience, like the fact that you're doing anything for your health is awesome, you know, and sometimes you don't have access. I think that's why I am freaking out about all these fruits and vegetables, because it's finally kind of spring and it's finally like these things are becoming available again, and I'm not just eating like limp broccoli and old carrots and stuff. But you can't tell me that greens powder is equivalent to this sprout, okay, in terms of like micronutrients and enzymes and just the water that's in it, like what that does to your body. So part of my health journey is going to be really trying to eat a lot of living foods and not relying as much on supplements. I hope that makes sense. I'm not trying to like, again, I'm not trying to like crap all over anybody who's trying to be healthy and doing it in other ways. I'm just saying what I want to do. And I'm going to give you an example to illustrate all of this. I went to the eye doctor about a month ago. Excuse me. And it's sort of a every 2 years appointment. I used to be really, really nearsighted, and I had eye surgery to correct it, which was like life-changing. But now I have to wear these because I'm old and I have to have reading glasses. So that's why I'm still wearing glasses quite a bit. But I can also like function without them on, which is amazing. I used to be like blind. Got the laser surgery. One of the top 10 things I ever did in my life. But she was looking, you know how eye doctors they have all these machines and they take all these pictures of the back of your eye and stuff, and they're kind of looking for tissue health, because as you age, there's things you have to worry about, like glaucoma, and just thinning of the tissues in general, and probably a bunch of other stuff I don't even want to know about. And she was sitting with me after and looking at my tests, and she said, you know, because you used to have really poor vision, there are some parts of your eye that still have that element to them. Like the surgery corrects the front of your eye, but it doesn't change your entire eye, understandably. Um, and she said, so that's normal what I'm seeing. She said, but what's unexpected is that it's actually improved. Like the back of your eye, the tissues within your eyeball have actually improved since I last saw them. They're getting better. They're better than I would expect them to be for someone of your condition and age and everything. And she said, the things that really help your eye are leafy greens, fruits and vegetables, all the colors of the rainbow, getting those, getting lutein from your berries or whatever they come from. And she was kind of listing all of these healthy things. And I was like, it's awesome that I have a doctor that takes the time to like explain to me how through nutrition I can actually improve my health profile, because not everybody does that. But B, it really hit home that in 2 years since my previous appointment, through healthy eating, fruits and vegetables, anti-inflammatory stuff, I had actually improved my eyeball, guys. And as you age, to be able to improve something in your health and in like a visible way that a doctor's like commenting on it is so rewarding. It's, we can worry about our weight and how you feel daily matters, but something that's this long term and something that will actually really affect and improve how I age, I just was like so motivated by that. I was like, wow, that's a real reason. That's like a tangible reason to like eat these. I hope I'm making sense. I'm over here trying to regenerate. And if nothing else, I just got a really good haul of like fruits and veggies. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll come back with more crazy content. I'm gonna eat my carrot.